In ancient India, there lived a wise sage named Vajrasravasa. He was performing a great sacrifice, yajna, in which he was required to donate valuable possessions. However, instead of offering the best of his belongings, he gave away old, weak cows that could no longer produce milk. His son, Nachiketa, a young boy with a keen sense of righteousness, observed this and felt disturbed. He believed that true charity should involve giving something of real value. He approached his father and asked, "Father, to whom will you give me?" At first, Vajrasravasa ignored him, but Nachiketa asked again and again. Frustrated and angered by his son's persistence, Vajrasravasa finally said in irritation, "I give you to death." Though these words were spoken in anger, Nachiketa took them seriously. He believed that a father's words should never be false. Determined to fulfill what was said, he set out on a journey to meet Yama, the god of death. The journey to the abode of death. Nachiketa traveled far and wide, crossing forests, rivers, and mountains. The path was difficult, and there was no guide to show him the way. However, his faith and determination kept him moving forward. After a long and arduous journey, he finally reached Yama's palace, the grand and mysterious abode of death. However, Yama was not there. The palace guards informed him that Yama had gone away and would return in 3 days. Nachiketa was left waiting outside. He had nothing to eat or drink, but he did not complain. He sat patiently, meditating and waiting for Yama's return. Yama's return. After 3 days, Yama returned and was surprised to find a young Brahmin boy waiting at his doorstep. Realizing that he had kept an honorable guest waiting without hospitality, he felt remorseful. He said to Nachiketa, "Dear child, you have waited at my door without food or rest for 3 days. This was a great mistake on my part. To make amends, I offer you 3 boons. Ask for anything you wish." And thus began the famous dialogue between Nachiketa and Yama, which revealed profound spiritual truths about the nature of life, death, and the soul. 1. First boon, reconciliation with his father. Nachiketa requested that his father be free from anger and anxiety, and that he would welcome Nachiketa back lovingly upon his return. Yama granted this wish, ensuring familial harmony. 2. Second boon, knowledge of the fire. Sacrifice. Nachiketa sought instruction on the fire sacrifice that leads to heaven, desiring to understand the ritual that ensures spiritual elevation. Yama, pleased with this request, taught him the proper execution of the fire ritual, including the arrangement of the altar and the necessary chants. He was so impressed with Nachiketa's grasp of the knowledge that he named this particular fire ritual after him, calling it the Nachiketa fire. This boon underscores the importance of performing sacred duties with precision and devotion. 3. Third boon, the mystery of what lies beyond death. Nachiketa's final request was to learn about what happens after death, seeking insight into the nature of the soul and its journey beyond mortal existence. Yama, recognizing the profundity of this question, initially hesitated. He explained that this mystery had perplexed even the gods, and suggested that Nachiketa ask for another boon. However, Nachiketa remained resolute, expressing that no other boon could satisfy his quest for ultimate truth. Yama tested Nachiketa's determination by offering him various worldly pleasures and material wealth as alternatives. He promised long life, vast kingdoms, and all manners of earthly delights. Nachiketa, however, declined these offers, acknowledging their transient nature and reaffirming his desire for eternal wisdom over temporary satisfaction. Impressed by Nachiketa's unwavering commitment to spiritual knowledge, Yama proceeded to impart teachings on the nature of the soul, Atman, the distinction between the ephemeral and the eternal, and the path to liberation, moksha. He explained that the Atman is neither born nor does it die. It is eternal, beyond physical existence. Understanding this true self leads to liberation from the cycle of birth and death. Key teachings from the dialogue: the nature of the soul, Atman. Yama elucidated that the Atman is the true essence of an individual, distinct from the physical body and mind. It is eternal, unchanging, and beyond the grasp of the senses. Recognizing the Atman within oneself leads to self-realization and ultimate freedom. The choice between the good, Shreya, and the pleasant, Preya. Yama highlighted the distinction between the path of the good, which leads to lasting fulfillment and spiritual growth, and the path of the pleasant, which offers immediate but fleeting pleasures. Nachiketa's choice of the good over the pleasant serves as an exemplar for seekers aiming for higher truths. The path to liberation, moksha. True knowledge and self-realization are the means to attain moksha, liberation from the cycle of birth and rebirth. This liberation is achieved by understanding the Atman and its unity with Brahman, the ultimate reality, leading to eternal peace and freedom. The symbolism of the chariot. Yama employed the chariot metaphor to explain the components of human existence and the importance of self-mastery. The body is the chariot. The Atman, soul, is the passenger. The intellect, buddhi, is the charioteer. The mind, manas, functions as the reins. The senses are the horses. This allegory emphasizes that a discerning intellect must guide the mind and senses effectively, leading the soul toward its true purpose and liberation. Through this profound dialogue, the Katha Upanishad imparts timeless wisdom on discerning the eternal from the transient, advocating for a life led by inner knowledge and self-mastery. It encourages seekers to look beyond superficial pleasures and strive for profound spiritual realization.